Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul Eastx Twitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight, I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hello.
Oh, it's so good to have you back, Tyler. And I've also got Brandykatz.
Hello.
Yep, Tyler's still alive, thank goodness. We've got the intro to Cat Quest here. I have not fixed my sound problems, so I can't hear the game, and that's very annoying for me, but we're going to make it work. So we've got our intro going. 6 hours to download Fall Guys 2. Ouch. So you can play solo or local co-op.
Mean.
Normal mode or story mode. For those who want less of a challenge. No, we're going to play normal. We say that, but you know Icky is unusually tall for an Asian person. Two kings fought against it, but fell to its corruption. So it really hasn't been on sale in that long, Tyler? Prophecy foretold their return.
I can check, but it's definitely been a while.
The publisher is PQUBE. Maybe they don't do sales very frequently.
I don't know.
There's been a bunch of DC news. I haven't got to hear most of it. They're like basically doing an online series of announcements, and they call it DC Fandom, which is a stupid name.
Human Shores.
Mewment Shores.
Meow.
My kings, you're really back. The prophecy came true. Yeah, there's a new trailer for Batman, which I think Platinum just shared in Discord. Did it just come out? Because I haven't had a chance to watch it, so I can't respond to it.
Yeah, I did.
Tyler, you can watch it with the sound off if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
You're not interested in seeing it? It's got your that actor from your favorite movie, Twilight, I think it's called.
Yeah, Twilight. Love a good Twilight actor. Yeah, it hasn't been more than like 50% off, and I'd probably buy it at 50% off, but that was a while ago. But then
Gotcha.
on like Switch, it's been like 39 cents or whatever for some reason. There's like this race to the bottom on Switch.
Yeah, the way sales and stuff work on Switch. X to attack. Boom. Ah, he hit me. Yep, this is the Cat Quest that I know and love.
Uh-oh. I'm stuck. There we go.
Is it because it was doing something?
Yeah.
Got some bad guys here. 8 to roll away from enemy attacks. Too bad Royal Bob kind of fell off the earth, because this is right up his alley, and he's probably even played it on Switch.
Seems likely.
Awaken the power within you.
He mentioned that he uninstalled Discord from his phone. That's a total Royal Bob thing to do.
Flame purr.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Being around and... some people what?
Get weird when they have girlfriends or get married or whatever.
Yeah, it really has changed him. I mean, like, is being around and being a decent friend to your online friends that hard to do? Apparently.
Don't know.
Oh, nice. Link's son loves this game. How many kids do you have, Link? I don't think you've ever talked about him. There was that time that Link was trying to sell children, you know. He was like, does anybody want to buy a few kids? But that's probably unrelated to having a son.
Oh. Don't go over the spikes, they hurt bad.
Well, why wouldn't his girlfriend approve of us? She used to actually watch our stream. That's why to swap characters. She's also my Facebook. Oh, if you're playing one player, you can swap it to
Yeah,
one.
it's her birthday today or something. She
Oh,
popped
yeah.
up on my thing too.
Happy birthday, Angel. You should be here watching our stream.
They're busy taking care of their cats or living in their mom's house or something.
Well, it's both of those things. There's also taking care of their stuffed dolls.
Yeah.
They take lots of amusing photographs with
Some
Baby
might help in
Yoda
there.
and other kinds of dolls. This is all normal behavior.
Important stuff, you know how it is.
Yeah, ain't no time for friends when you gotta do all that. You're not gonna like this, but evil kings have usurped your thrones. Lionel the Persecutor and Wolfen the Labrathor. Labrathor?
Interesting
It's like a
names.
Labrador. That's why only you can help us, my kings.
Nice.
Okay.
I still need some help. I'm finding it.
Human Brian says that sounds a bit creepy. they're very distinctive people, and I love them. But again, I am disappointed by their lack of presence and friendliness in the last couple of years. So we can go that way or see what's over here.
It said you can do travel fast.
Oh, I see. So basically we haven't unlocked these different gates, which are
Right.
tied to constellations.
Right.
Oh, Icky, don't say that. You just got to get her into it. Look at how many girls I've gotten into the stream, okay? I've gotten 3 girls into the stream, who I was talking to or dating. So, you can do the same. You just got to put your foot down. Or like date somebody who'll be cool and support your interests and your friends and stuff. Not
Guess
try to
third time's a charm, then.
not try to take you away. Yes, the third time is definitely the charm. Yeah, we got to achieve it. That is powerful king.
Dang.
Yeah, I know, right?
Other
That's
games
what
were
I was
for
thinking.
That was a big gimme, wasn't it? But I would assume that even if it's only like a few achievements, that they're hopefully spread out properly throughout the game.
Wonder if it doesn't have a platinum trophy. I'll have to check.
Hey, Spaz Boy, glad to see you. Yeah, I'd like to know that. And Brian is complaining about how he can't get any Asian girls to watch his stream. I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. Yeah, as a weird old guy, it's got to be hard to grow your stream. I feel your pain. New fields.
Well, the good news is that
Oh,
Velvet got banned, so now you don't have any more competition for Saturday nights.
it's not that good news. I kind of liked her, even though she's whatever she is.
Well, she streams somewhere else now, some weird site that I hadn't heard of.
Is it on that adult site that Stotch was promoting?
No.
Oh, okay. 'Cause that actually would be a good place for her. I guess we probably shouldn't talk about it too much, but there's a place to watch people stream games, and the people may not be as fully dressed as you would expect on a Twitch stream. And yeah, Stotch, wasn't it Stotch or was it Platinum Astric who shared the link in
I
Discord?
think it was Stotch, because he's the one who shared
I
it with
died.
me.
Okay, you died in a bad spot, darling.
Yeah, I know I did.
Let's kill these bad guys
How do
first.
you...
You wait for me to revive you.
Oh, you have to revive me?
Yep.
Okay.
But you're... No. Game over. That's a bummer. Let's see where we go back from.
Just there.
Okay.
That's fine.
Alright. Be more careful this time.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, I think you should be able to watch streams with less restrictive rules on certain stuff like that. I mean, Tyler, you like watching buxom girls streams, so you probably... Don't you think the same thing, or...
I mean, there's
we're too
sites for
low?
all solutions. It's kind of weird and backwards. Like, there's plenty of cam girl sites that already existed, and for some reason, there's like this large audience that wants to watch
Then go down.
cam girl-esque women stream video games instead of like do cam girl type stuff.
Because they want
So
the
I
video
guess-
game part of it.
I guess it's good that exists, but like it's almost like a de-evolution of what streaming has been, because they can
You
they can
think so?
find much higher quality content of what they're looking for, and that's already existed in areas that aren't Twitch.
Hey, the C's here. We're glad to see you, the C. Take a look at this note on Kit Store. Yeah, I mean, some people really butt up against the rules of Twitch, whether it's like whether they can dress as provocatively as they want. It's not always that. Sometimes it's for other stuff. Like, say, a guy wants to film kids in the bathroom of E3. Like Twitch wasn't crazy about that.
Twitch is
and-
fine with that, because that kind of stream is run by a male person, because males are like they're infallible, of course.
Certainly.
Twitch.
Yes.
But also B, there wasn't boobs on the stream, so it's just fine. He got slapped on the wrist. I think he had to stop streaming for like 5 days.
Was it only... I thought it was 2 weeks, but maybe it was that short.
Oh, 2 whole weeks. Whoa, bless his heart.
Yeah, no, obviously he should have just been fired, but, I mean, kicked off the platform at that time, although the Stotch doesn't think so, but Again, I'm not surprised that Stotch doesn't think that being a jerk online is like a thing that you should get banned for. It's, you know, somehow that adds up. Okay, watch out. Ah! And then I'm the one who goes and gets hit. Yeah, playing games without the sound on is actually harder to me. I need the sound effects, the feedback of that. Yeah, you missed a lot, Matt. We've had a rough little stream, but hey, we're still streaming. That's the important part.
Ooh.
Yes, I did break it, but it was OBS's bad user interface that was at the heart of me making a mistake. Uh-oh. There's two... Yeah, we do need to go up there. Okay, coming. No! There's... I'm sorry, but I even tested it somehow. Like, I switched profiles and it looked like it actually changed the scenes, but I wonder how it didn't, though. I mean, it couldn't have, but I'm sure that that's what I saw.
I'm moving.
So, like, I wouldn't just delete them without testing.
What is way?
Ah, this jerk.
I'm not dying. Okay?
Good job.
I'm just letting you know.
What are we supposed to do with that bee?
He's over here not dying.
Yeah, I will get my stuff fixed up. We're still having the sound problem where I can't hear the game's sound, and I hate that. But Tyler, last time we had this problem, we had Perfect Zero on mic last week, right?
It says we can equip.
Okay. We've got different... I'm going to equip this knight armor. And you... What are you wearing?
I don't know.
Just pick the helm. You can put the
That
helm on.
one?
Yeah. Okay, and then we've got cat rags and dog rags. Put one of the rag things on. I think you can wear both.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. There we go. Hopefully that'll help.
Yeah, it did.
Hey, yeah, welcome everybody. People just wanted to see Cat Quest 2 apparently. Yeah, and the reason we're not streaming Stone is that they sent us expired codes. Come. Yeah,
And ma'am, I have to wait for the...
Ah, watch out, that thing's
I don't
dangerous.
have a whole lot of health.
It won't even let you get chests if enemies are around. That's harsh, isn't it, Tyler?
No, it's
Resist. Why is it resisting you?
hit him behind him. Also one per wall.
Yeah, Brandy, yeah, do that. That's a good idea.
What?
We'll try to hit it from both directions. Nothing.
No.
We're just not able to get that. 'Cause
Walk
it's
him
gonna
onto
kill
the
us.
spikes.
Oh, good idea. Let's try that. Get him over here.
Come on,
Let's see if he...
come on.
Yeah, that hits him a lot. Tyler,
You
clever.
are so smart.
I'm
Thank you.
smart at video.
The H
It
stands
killed me.
for has great intelligence.
Oh, but look, I came up.
You
Now I
came
can
back
move.
on your own? Is it because there were no
Yes.
enemies, maybe?
I don't know, it just... let
Cat
me.
Venturer Vest. Do you want to check if that's better than the one you've got?
Sure?
Alright. Yes. Yeah, did I say hi to the sea? I hope I said hi to you. And Thyrene
did.
and Wolfie, they must be here, I assume.
You did.
Yeah, no, Brandy is very soft and squishy, and spikes just go right into her.
Yeah, I'm not spike friendly at all. I also have to be careful because I have to follow him.
Yeah, come down this way.
There you go.
Both players required. We give the oars to Kit.
I'm impressed.
Is this Kit from Tailspin?
First.
Kit Cloud Kicker?
Impressed.
Impressed. She talks like Catwoman in the 60s Batman show. Let's get out of here, man.
Oh, look, the sea's there too. It's cool.
Yeah, well, I just said hi to her again. For the
And
second
yes,
time.
I'm feeling better. Thank you, Matt. I thought I was going to have to go get tested for the whole COVID thing, and
We were
it
scared.
ended up I was fine on Friday. So,
What's this thing do? Do you wish to reverse time on the quest to... Why would you do that? Oh, just to
Yeah.
abandon a quest?
I got some sleep and I felt better. Imagine that.
This is a crappy time to get sick, isn't it, Tyler? Because if you're sick for any reason, then you're going to think you got the COVID.
Yeah, it is. It does suck. But I mean, also, like, I mean, I know you guys are around people, but like people who don't have quite as much associations, like, I don't know, it feels kind of like it'd be impossible to get sick right now.
Yeah, that must be nice. I mean, we're into
It
this,
is. I mean,
Tyler.
it's nice for me. Like you know, I feel like I'm always away from people, and I always have a mask on. And here in my county, anyway, there's a mask mandate, which is really nice. So everyone has a mask on, and it's good.
We can upgrade our gear.
I'm glad. I'm really glad. We're just at the store, and, you know, we're in Texas, right? And you will see some people without masks, you know, some very selfish, heartless people.
Yeah, we definitely had that for quite a while until the mandate came in.
Gotcha. Oh, I mean, we've got a mandate as well. It's just that.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it's a
It's
lack of
pretty much
respect.
100% honored here, which is really nice. And like stores don't mess around. Like you'll walk into a store and they'll basically just like yell at you, like, wear it over your nose. You have to wear it the whole time you're here. You know, make sure it's fully covering your face, all that stuff. So it's really nice.
You didn't
Good.
upgrade your
You know-
armor, by the way.
I didn't want to. Do I have to?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Tyler, you know, I mentioned this in the newsletter and I shared it in Discord. We just had this really nice mask safety video put together that I shared to my online classes. So anybody who hasn't... Isn't it funny? Like, I think it's the funniest one he's done for us.
I only watched some of it, but he pronounced your name wrong or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't love the fact that he said my name wrong 4 times. And I fussed at him about it. Because you can send
Yeah,
messages.
get him.
He promised to say it right next time.
I
But
told
no,
him
I mean,
that-
the video, besides, like, being about a good topic, like, he actually did some really good comedy on it. So I enjoyed that greatly. Anyway. Yeah, like Matt said, the employees will barely ever kick anybody out of a store in Texas, unfortunately. Okay, let's go do our quest. So I like the visual style of this. Like, you're running around on the overworld and it's got this nice perspective and the places are labeled like you're walking around on an actual map. Meow. So I know in Cat Quest you eventually can shoot fireballs and stuff. No, he did not say that. He said Ace Vito. Like, isn't that how he said it? Mr. Ace Vito or
Acevedo?
Said Ace.
No, Ace.
Ace something?
Or something.
Ace, yeah. It sounded like
Yeah.
Ace.
And the thing is, the first cameo we got from him, he said it correctly, so I just expected that he would say it correctly. I didn't think I'd have to caution him or something, you know? What's this guy have to say? But I guess he forgot, or wasn't thinking about it. I've never taken a quest. Yeah, you don't deserve to take a quest.
I told him it gets people
Face
off
up.
of the way that he
Hey,
hates
Sirius.
they mispronounce it, so...
It's good to see Simius. I feel like we've missed you for a few weeks. Welcome to the Universal Yarn Bowl to upgrade your magic. Although Simius has been a nice participant in the politics channel of our Discord lately in general, so that is always appreciated. So, is this where we learn fireballs? I'm
This
going to
way
learn
we
ice,
Yeah.
and you upgrade your that.
I don't know if I can.
Just do it.
I don't have enough gold.
How much is it?
150.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay, how do we...
I've
Has it
upgraded
actually
my
taught
armor.
us how to use our spells? Or do we have to equip them? Is that it?
I don't know.
I've got it equipped, and you've got that equipped.
So how do you cast it?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
I don't know.
Didn't we get a new piece of clothing? Why are there... oh, because you're wearing 2. Oh, well.
I'm wearing 2?
No, well, he mentioned... in the video itself, he mentioned that he can't tour right now. You know, like they had a tour and they had to cancel it this year. That would have been a good source of income for them. But remember, the MC Bat Commander is the co-creator of the TV show Yo Gabba Gabba. So besides residuals that he surely lives on from that, he like works in TV and film, and so he gets like writing gigs and stuff, even if he doesn't have his own TV show right now. Yeah, must be nice to be the creator of a hit show. The other
That's still
co-creator...
Is that still a hit show, or was it like only a hit show for like 2 years for potheads?
For a few years, Tyler, but also kids, not just potheads. But... what was my point? I mean, like, it was on for a few years, and residuals are a thing that continue to exist as long as the show got syndicated. Can you have what?
They just gave us a staff. A mage staff.
Oh, we'll equip it.
Sorry.
Bumper.
I'm a major.
I like that you can both mess with your equipment at the same time.
Yes.
You can't both equip the same thing, though. It was on the air for 8 years, and the Aquabats appeared on it several times, too, which is cool. If I had known that, I mean, if I had been into the Aquabats back then and I knew about it, I would
This
have
is where
watched
you
it.
can
Even-
sleep.
You know, the music on Yo Gabba Gabba could be shrill at times, and necessarily like the audio of the show, but it is really weird and wacky.
I'm calling people.
It's better to mess with it at the same time,
Be
Matt, for various
persecuted
reasons.
and tied to a cucumber.
That's harsh.
I don't like cucumbers that much. I'm shooting you.
By law, darker player? I don't know about by law. So it turns out, Tyler, that Matt Wrestling is a Yo Gabba Gabba expert.
Nice.
What button are you pushing to shoot those?
This is the X button because I have that mage weapon.
So you can't fire stuff without...
I have the weapon.
No, look, I just did something. Left bumper is a special...
Oh, left bumper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but he used all my mana. And a Google expert. Nice. You got a couple of skills in your pocket, Matt. You should capitalize on those. Ah.
The combat doesn't look enthralling.
No, but I mean, at least you do have to roll away from their attacks, so there's some skill to it.
The animation is cute, and like the 2D, 3D blend.
Yeah, I like that about it. Speaking of being a Google expert, you know, Tyler, when I got my new job, my new teaching job that I have, I had to become Google Level 1 certified at my school. They required that of us. Have you heard of that?
I have not.
Basically, it certifies that you're proficient, or I should say sufficient, with various Google software, including Google Classroom and Excel and Docs, and a few other things.
It's called Sheets, not Excel.
Sheets, you're right. I also use Excel. I use them both for different purposes, and so that's why I got my wires crossed just then.
Yeah, I use Excel for everything important. Then I use Sheets to share because OneDrive is a disaster.
Yeah, OneDrive is very bad for sharing with people. And for us, like our kids, they have Google. I mean, they have Chromebooks and they have Google Classroom and all that, and you just need like full Google connectivity. That's very handy. Although Brandy School, Brandy School unfortunately doesn't do that. Like they use a different system than Google Classroom, and it's much worse. So I don't miss that about the school where I left, But yeah, Google Classroom is actually pretty good. Like, there's room for improvement for sure, but it does the job quite well. I'm enjoying it.
We're too high. We're too low level.
Oh, Jesus Ninja! Wow, we got some people who prefer OneDrive to Google Drive. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, they might have like Microsoft tattoos on their back or like on their lower back or something. I don't know, but it takes
because I think
takes a
we're
lot
too
to
low
prefer
level
OneDrive over Google Drive.
Yeah, guys, OneDrive, when you share it with someone, they have to sign in with their Microsoft account. They can't just sign in with whatever. Like, does anyone use? I don't know. To me, that alone is good.
Oh,
dang.
we both died.
How do we
Those
guys
are level
Oh,
90.
they're low. Oh, we cut across the
Yeah,
spot.
no. That's why I was like, I think we're too high.
I wonder how far back it set us. Okay, now where are we supposed to go? To that thing?
I think we got here too fast. I think there's other things that don't have as much. Maybe that they said something about a cave grotto. Which is
We
up
were
here.
talking about not for business, just regular. Come over to this. Let's do this thing.
They already did.
Well, we lost it.
Oh. We'll find that.
Yeah, no, thankfully I don't have to worry about that with Brandy.
Yeah, no.
So Tyler, we understand you had somewhere fun to be last week. Where'd you go?
Oh, I just ended up going to a friend's house who had like a little party. There was only a few people there, and we tried to do social distancing as best we could, and it was okay. I mean, it was fun, but like, I mean, it's hard, you know. Since March, haven't hardly seen many people, so.
It is good to see people. Here,
It
do
is
yours
good.
First.
There's a certain level of social
No.
whatever that needs to be maintained.
Yeah, it's even I mean, like I go into my classroom at school all day, and there's no kids right now, right? And I just do my planning all day and whatnot, and like, yeah, I get really like lonely doing that, you know. So I'll have to go and just talk to the other teachers for 15 minutes or whatever, or ask them a question, or just little interactions that make it better.
Okay, now I gotta to put that weapon on.
Smooth jazz. I do not like jazz one bit. I'm not afraid to tell you. So let's go over here and see what this is.
You're gonna make us attack him again, remember?
Icky, you can roll back files from within Google Docs for sure. I don't know about like Google Drive itself if it lets you roll back everything, but
Yeah, I mean, you can access any sort of version history that you want. Like, the version histories are saved for years.
sweet. Yeah, and that's really good for cheat detection for us teachers. Like, I've looked at a file and just, I'm like, hey, this looks kind of like this other kid's. And then I roll it back, and it had the other kid's name on it. You know?
Yep. It's in the version. You can look at the version history.
You have to go to version history. It's not called
Yeah.
rollback. It's just version history, but I mean, it goes way
Yeah.
back.
And it'll tell you everybody.
So this time
Yeah.
you can't... Oh, you still can do the spell thing?
Yeah.
There's a typo in the stream title.
Oh no, which word?
Saturday Games School Cat Quest 2 with Majisk Xbox code.
I hate that. I'm tempted to stop and fix it.
That's right. Start the whole game over.
Without stopping the stream, but I mean, I'm just tempted to turn to the keyboard and fix it. And in fact, I'm so tempted that I'm going to do it. If I
Okay,
can
if
find
you do
my
that,
mouse.
I'm gonna kill some porcupines.
I haven't
you.
used Baz poll engine Skype. I haven't used Skype in forever. I can't imagine anyone's still using Skype. That's too bad.
I use Skype once a week so my daughter can talk to her dad. That's about it.
Is there like you're not able to download one of the dozens of better programs than Skype?
No, I can.
I don't know. I mean, like, people use Zoom for video conferencing, but is Zoom better for having a one-on-one video chat? I don't know if it's necessarily...
Not for one-on-one, but
Yeah.
I mean, Zoom's not great either.
Yeah, Google Meets is another option, but people say Zoom is much more powerful than Google Meets. I haven't tried it lately.
Teams kind of sucks too. I mean, Teams is okay. Like, the concept of Teams is good. It just feels late to the party. Like, it might be the most robust one out there, but again, it's
Yeah,
very
find something we
business
can do.
focused. No one's
This
gonna
is
have
the
like a
one
free Teams account.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Teams sometimes.
Yeah, like, I don't get why they don't just get rid of Skype and like make it Teams, but I guess it doesn't totally work. But yeah, no, Teams has some cool functionality, but I had to learn WebEx from Cisco, and a lot of people have already had to learn Zoom, and so it's already like at least third to the party for me.
Yeah, that is a fair point. But you know, Tyler, I miss we used to have long chats on Skype. Those were good times back in the day.
Yeah, back when Skype could handle instant messaging before it's like, oh, instant messaging is dead. We're not gonna support instant messaging anymore.
Well, I mean, people have grown away from a lot of my friends have said they just like to chat on Discord better, but
I don't know. Skype was better when I left it for instant messaging. It was like
Sweet.
slowly killing every feature it had. It seemed like.
I don't know.
Ah!
Hey, language.
Sorry.
Careful.
Yeah, Discord's fantastic. Well, Discord has like a video meeting function too, I think now. I don't know that it's any good, but
Yeah, Discord is good in some ways and bad in other ways. I'm still very unhappy with how tiny the emojis are. There's no reason for them to be that small.
that's a huge issue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could enjoy video chat knowing how small, like stupidly, pointlessly small the emojis are. What does this do? It's not going to warp us out, is it? King's blood, awake thy inner power. Because, I mean, you know, Tyler, I like making emojis, but I haven't had much of a reason to do it lately because I stopped using Slack, where emoji support is pretty good. And
It's a
with
magic
Discord,
shield.
Discord firstly arbitrarily limits how many emojis you can have. And
Well,
secondly,
yeah, they want to make their $5 a month.
it's $10 a month, Tyler.
Oh, is
10
it now?
bucks. Yeah, and that's a ridiculous amount just to have better emoji support. Like $5 I would pay. Maybe.
I know some people don't like Slack, but I hate Slack. But I guess it does have better emoji support, which is, you know, again, crucial to my decision making.
That's a big feature, Tyler.
Whether or not my little smiley face or my little eggplant emoji is like 12 pixels tall or 24 pixels tall.
Or 128 pixels like it should be. That's the thing, like it shrinks them to this microscopic size. Then again, we actually want more of our users to start using Discord and chatting with us and stuff, so I guess I shouldn't dissuade them by letting them know how bad the emoji support is.
How do I do this?
Left bumper and right bumper.
Just join the the E-Stex Slack, and then we'll be good to go.
What are you trying to do?
This.
Thank you.
Have a mage weapon.
I like to communicate. Hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with appreciating art, okay? Emojis are art, and it's fun to make them. And my emojis are much cooler than just eggplants. Mine are video game themed, Tyler, so...
Oh, those aren't as cool as eggplants.
Oh yeah, what if it was the eggplant wizard from Kid Icarus? How about that?
But I don't play Nintendo games.
I know, that's a deep cut. Like, the only people who know who the eggplant wizard is are people who watched Captain N, the Game Master, because he was a recurring character in that show.
There's an eggplant in those old Adventure Island games.
Oh, well, hey, that might be fun to incorporate. Eastex IRC. Man, I really dug IRC back in the early days of the internet. But... man, I can't believe I've only gotten a 100 gamer score from this game so far. Can you advance it? I'll let you. Player 2 can do all kinds of stuff. The game we played last week, Player 2 could not do as much stuff. Dead End Job was a really good game, by the way, Tyler. Like,
okay.
the Player 2 experience is not as good as the Player 1 experience. It's one of those things where they're more like a guest, and they can't do all the same stuff. But still a very fun game with, like, good writing and art direction. I want to see what this kitty says. Okay, but I want to hear what he says. He's got a tip for you. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
The tip. I was looking for an emoji of Archer saying just the tip when he was with Carol, and I couldn't. You know what I'm talking about, right, Tyler? From the first or second episode of the show.
An emoji of it?
Yeah, not an emoji, an animated GIF. I said the wrong thing. Yeah, like on Jiffy, and I couldn't find one. Like I couldn't find one of him saying just the tip, and I was like, come on, that was such a funny moment, and nobody made. I would like to make animated GIFs for Jiffy, but I just don't have the time for it.
I think of GIFs.
You can say that way if you want. The creators of the format say GIFs, so that's just...
well, it's not a peanut butter, it's an animated video.
Oh, level 17. Let's not go in there. That's true. It is not peanut butter. Follow Lioner's Trail. So, Tyler, have you heard anything about the new Battletoads? Like, have you heard people's experiences?
I heard the first act was good and the second act was frustrating.
Did you hear that from Matt, or does everyone think that?
No, just from Matt. But yeah, I don't know anyone that actually still plays Xbox, so I don't know.
It's also on computer.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that. Well, if you play computer, you play like 2,000 hours of, I don't know, League of Legends or whatever those stupid computer games are. But like computer game players don't really play different games. They
Overwatch.
play over and over.
They're like Overwatch too.
Yeah, Overwatch or I don't know, whatever.
Underwatch.
Some people have been playing. Some of them got away to play like a little bit of Fall Guys, but I think PC's mostly back too. I don't know, whatever stupid PC game is popular.
Wow.
Do you like Fall Guys?
Yeah, I like Fall Guys a lot. I played like I'm max level and everything already. It's really, I mean, it's fun. Like, I mean, it got repetitive, like around level 30 or 40, and like it was so fun, and I got really good at it. But like I wouldn't, now that I'm max level, I wouldn't play it anymore.
You got all the trophies?
All but the one that says like win 5 times in a row, which is like really hard and has a lot of luck based, and it's like
That is annoying.
He's resisting.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
I'm dead.
Let me try to bring you back.
Didn't you read what that cat said about having different categories of elements or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't have any kind of magic attacks at all. You're both just pathetic. Enjoy the rest of your lives stuck on this island. I don't think we were supposed to beat him, though.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's talking to you like after he beat the crap out of you, then usually.
Don't you hate in games when they force you to lose and you don't know in advance?
Yeah, it's weird. A lot of times you can just tell. It's like, well, he's not really dying.
True.
There's a starfish that's like looking at us funny.
Awake thy inner power. You learned Heal Paw. Hey, that's going to be useful. And max mana increased. Okay, can I actually use the spell now? How do I use it? Do you have to go equip like only one spell at a time? It looks like it.
There's a shield one too.
Fall Guys is funny
Oh.
because like
What?
PlayStation Plus has given out all these, big AAA games, and I don't know, I guess people care, but like Fall Guys, this little indie game, has been by far the most popular PlayStation Plus game in a long time.
Equip the other spell. Furry shield.
I'm trying.
I put mine on.
Oh.
You click on it, and then you push which button you want to put it on.
Oh!
You can see them glowing. See? Yeah.
What?
Just remember which button you put it on.
So what's that other one?
You got your ice attack and the shield one you just put on.
Okay.
Wait, put your ice
So-
one back on.
Left bumper. And then I want that on right bumper.
You've got the flame circle
There
and
I go.
now healing. So when you need healing, just remind me, okay?
Okay.
This game is really fun, by the way. I bet if we could hear the sound, that we've been enjoying it even more. I mean, the audience, you guys are lucky you get to hear it.
Level 10.
Yeah, what about Rocket League going free to play, Tyler? What's your thoughts on that issue? That important
I mean,
issue
it's
of the
fine
day?
at this point. I feel like most games should go
Left.
free to play that are trying to still be popular after 2 to 3 years.
Popular multiplayer focused games, you mean? Like you wouldn't want a one-player game going free to play. Like, should Last of Us go free to play?
Probably not.
See? So, but multiplayer focused games, it does make sense. You said we got an axe. Where is it?
We got an X.
I don't see it.
I don't either, but we got it.
Weird. Wait, did I hit the wrong button? Yeah, that... I would think it... Oh, because
Armor.
it's left trigger. We could tabbed away to the wrong thing. Okay. Let me...
But Rocket League's always been free to play for me, so it's not a big deal to me.
Well, just because you got it free doesn't make it free to play. Because, like, free to play comes with all these awful microtransactions and whatnot, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, but Rocket League has had awful microtransactions for years.
I see. So they only change it up a little bit this way now.
Okay.
There was another game. Oh yeah, Destiny. You know, Stotch didn't pop in to comment on Destiny's apparently losing like half its content. Surely,
Why?
did you read about that, T-Dog? Oh boy, it looks like a boss. I don't want to. Let's just go now. I got a better weapon now, so there's that. Yeah, you keep your distance. I'll hit him up close. Come up. You have to stand in the same spot. Okay. How awful are the microtransactions in Rocket League? Icky asks. Somebody tell him.
Well, like...
Yeah, I think...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say playing only one game all the time is boring. And even though like I play a lot of Phantasy Star Online too, I do try to play other things in addition to that. But go on, Tyler.
I was just gonna say the microtransactions in Rocket League, like you'll unlock crates when you play games. Like, oh cool, you won this game, you unlocked a crate, because there's like random unlocks after every game and stuff. But you can't open crates without keys that you have to buy. And that was even
Ooh.
before it went free to play. So like, I mean, it's been around for a while. If you want
That-
like cool designs or whatever, skins and stuff.
Oh boy.
My
But,
spells don't hurt him very much.
I mean, you can already buy like premium cars like the Batmobile and stuff, or the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So why would you want different skins on top of that? 'Cause, like,
Well,
it's just-
there's all sorts of stuff. Every
Tyler, your sound is breaking up like crazy. You're still there?
I think he died.
Yeah, I think it sounded like his house exploded. This is
No,
not good.
that didn't sound like a house exploding.
Quick, Icky, swim to Utah. Check on him, quickly.
Utah!
Sure, Icky's a very strong swimmer, so. Icky in
We
Utah's not
proved
surrounded by
ourselves
the
worthy.
Yeah, go! It's King Sigil, yay! Take the sigil and forge the weapon to defeat any foe.
Any! It's in italics.
The King's Blade, yeah. What a fancy, inspiring name. Oh, they had a cute little kitty smiley face.
Because we could beat him.
It sure did. What a great partner.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've had this code for a long time, and I always felt bad that we didn't get around to streaming it. So tonight was a good opportunity for that. Didn't we already go that way?
Look like it.
I think we were supposed to go out, but let's go check just to be safe. It's the same.
Sorry, guys. My house exploded, but I was able to get my laptop out, so I'm still watching.
Oh,
See?
thank goodness.
Comment.
I
Yeah,
told him I didn't think you exploded. I guess I was wrong.
We were genuinely
Yeah,
worried about you.
It's gone.
Oh no.
But I can
Your
still
laptop's
watch
fine.
Paul play Cat Quest 2, so I'm okay for another 14 minutes. It hasn't sunk in yet.
That's what I love about
The
you, Tyler.
devastation.
We all appreciate that kind of dedication around here.
I don't know about the Goose Games, dude.
Brandy didn't like
Yeah,
this
this
game
game
as
looks
much as me.
fun.
I think it's hilarious. But Brandy played through the first chapter, and for some reason she's negative about it.
I did not.
It looks hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Looks very similar to like Octodad style.
You're right, except the controls aren't fighting you so much.
Yeah, I mean Octodad was meant to be that way, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think India has played it. She would love it if she would actually play it. She just,
Yeah.
in the
I don't
last
know
2
that-
years, don't know what.
Is Goose Game on PS4? I don't remember if it. I mean, it was gonna come at some point, but I don't know if it's out yet.
It's definitely on Switch and Xbox, right? So why wouldn't it
Okay, so
also
it
be
might
on?
be.
Yeah,
Cuphead
just-
came to PlayStation 4, even though the developer said it would never, ever, ever come to PlayStation 4.
Can you get Xbox achievements on it?
I don't know.
The Switch version, they promised Xbox achievements. Never happened.
Well, then my guess would be no.
Might as
You
well.
can probably get PlayStation trophies on it.
Well, at least there's that.
Yeah, but yeah, I want to play Cuphead. I need to buy it and play it. But Spelunky 2 comes out in like 3 weeks, so I have to save money for that.
Nice. 2 or 3 weeks? Is it coming to everything? Let's get out of here.
No, PlayStation and PC I think is the
supposed to
original.
talk
I mean,
to
it'll
you.
come to everything
did.
eventually, but PlayStation
About
and PC is where it
the
starts.
thing? We're supposed to talk to her about making an armor.
Tyler's telling me important stuff, and you're being silly. Okay. What were you saying?
PlayStation and PC, I believe, is where Spelunky is starting, but I'm sure it'll come to everything eventually.
Now we go in there. That's completely incorrect, Human Brian, but I congratulate you on your poor take. That's such a... It's impossible. Force of Kingsblade. Can you do it again? Actually, Tyler, I'm the moderator of Dragon Quest of the Stars group on Facebook, right? Like the Dragon Quest of the Stars book. It's the only time I've been a moderator of a big Facebook group, so I enjoy that. But today we have this guy, this French guy, and he's always a little bit rude, like just the way he talks. He's one of those people who's always brusque. But he is knowledgeable about the game, which is fine. But anyway, there was this guy, and he was like, I need help. This new player posted asking for help completing this little simple objective, and he just didn't know the way the objective worked. And it's an objective that repeats on a lot of different levels, so it's something that you need to know, for your overall game progress a little bit. And this dude, he's like, what's the point? And I explained, well, the point is that he's a new player and he can get items and he needs to know that stuff. And, he was just, like, really rude about it. And he, like, really did not understand the idea of being a completionist and wanting to complete all the objectives. It's like, even if there are people who like to just, for instance, just beat a game and not do every little thing in it, there are other people who like to do every little thing in a game. And both perspectives are just as valid. Like, there is nothing wrong with liking to get all the achievements or complete all the optional objectives. Don't you think?
I don't think it's like, I mean, for the most part it's fine. I think sometimes people take completionism to an extreme that's not necessary, and they get super frustrated over something that's not mandatory and not essential.
Are you teasing Simius?
No, he's not too bad about it, because I like to give him crap about it, but he's usually pretty patient about it. No, I was more talking about like Fall Guys. Like, there's one trophy for winning 5 episodes in a row. That's pretty hard to do. There's a lot of luck based to it, but I mean, the amount of like complainers about it or saying they're not going to play the game because they can't get that one trophy, like, to me that's overly extreme.
I agree. That is overly extreme. Well, a lot of games are fun to play, Brian. You know, but like someone like me, for instance, in Dragon Quest, I find it fun to try to complete Dragon Quest of the Stars, not the real games. But I find it fun to try to complete all those objectives, whether I have to or not. You know, like just and in different RPGs and stuff sometimes, or like, you know, it can be fun for some people to just do all this stuff, and other people, they don't care about it. It's fine, you don't have to, but you know, it's not good to disrespect people who do care about it. And so, by the sea, we're glad you tuned in. Anyway, so this guy, I warned him. I'm like, stop being rude, you know, and he just would not get the idea, so I had to give him 12-hour silencing, Tyler. First time I ever laid the smack down like that. Felt really good. But like, I mean, I gave him so many chances to just stop being rude, and he's like still cussing and stuff. It's like, dude. And he even pointed out that he was French. And I'm like, you know, like French people have a reputation for rudeness, like it's a cultural thing for them. But still,
French people are terrible, and you heard it here first.
Tyler, no.
That's what Paul says. French people are the worst.
She turned on us.
No. We have to defeat her so she'll make the blade for us.
Why would I want to do that?
Because we want the blade. It's part of the story.
I was hoping to ask her out.
She has to prove her worthy.
Yeah.
You have to beat her to make sure she's worthy.
She's not acting very worthy right now, I'll tell you that.
I'm just saying, you got to be worthy of her.
She's gonna hit her while I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, she heals herself a lot, so that makes this fight kind of annoying. I wish I had a ranged weapon like you do, because that looks very handy right now.
It is wonderful. It's very much my playstyle.
Have we given out the Deadpool code yet? Well, no, I do think there must be some reason they have that reputation of rudeness, and to me it seems like there's a cultural thing where they are expected to be a little more what we think of as rude. I mean, America's not a perfect culture. Obviously, our culture has all kinds of huge problems that are, you know, coming to roost. They're showing themselves greatly this year and in the last 4 years, especially. But most of us can at least try to be polite to each other, or at least, you know, the smart people can. But just, like, if a mod tells you, hey, you're being rude, cut it out, then to keep doing it, like, what's the point? What do you think you're going to get out of that? It doesn't impress anybody. That's cool,
yeah, like,
Matt.
You have to respect moderators, even if moderators are jerks, and, like, if you don't like moderators, then you need to go find a new group.
Yeah, because you can't beat a moderator. What are you going to do, like, wave your regular user wand and beat them somehow? And I wasn't picking on him. I was being very patient, but still, like, I mean, it's just common sense. It'd be like trying to argue with your boss or with a teacher or something. Like, you can't win. Authority is just exactly, respect my authority. Like, authority exists and you have to operate within the structure of it. That's some people are saying. I just want to point out there are plenty of smart Texans. They are just not motivated enough to necessarily go out and vote every time there's an election. But there are also others that are frustrated. And that's just the way the world works. I mean, and that's true in many states, I'm sure. Come to this mailbox after we beat these guys. So we got 5 minutes to go. You're cutting off a little bit, Tyler. Are you just muting severely? Missing blueprint.
I haven't said anything for a while. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I just haven't said anything.
So, did the people in our audience... I try to be those things, but, I mean, again, Texas has some great colleges and stuff, too, and the people who actually go to the colleges are quite often very intelligent people. And that's not to say that people who can't afford to go to college aren't intelligent or something, I'm just saying. But... let's go. I was interested in what the users thought about Battletoads, and maybe I just missed what everyone said, so shame on me for that. Come over here.
I don't think anyone really plays Xbox anymore. Like, like I don't know.
You know,
You get many opinions. Like
We
the
got a big
generation
Xbox
over,
crowd here.
We're ready for the next generation. No one's gonna actually play a game that comes out 3 months before a new console.
You don't think so? I mean, at least it's backwards compatible to work on that new console. Oh, the C used to be Texan. That's cool. The C, how come everybody was saying goodbye to you? You're still here. I'm glad you're still here, by the way. People say Streets of Rage 4 is much better than Battletoads. I could see that, because Battletoads is from a little unknown developer, and Streets of Rage 4 is from .mu, and they're pretty good with 2D stuff. Have you played any .mu games? Emu or MU, however you say it.
Did they make that 3D Game Heroes game?
Did they? They might have.
I don't know. That
They
game's
made
cool.
Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, the HD one that I gave a 5 out of 5 at Windows Central.
I think I played that one. That was like the real cartoony one that was like completely remade and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you can switch back to the original graphics and everything at any time.
I don't know.
I'm trying to stay away because I'm almost
But yeah,
dead.
that game was cool.
I am dead.
I think I got the platinum on it.
I think you have to kill them first.
Try.
Trust me, I know.
Ow! Man, he hit me for a major.
I'm gonna be up in a few minutes anyway.
Takes a while. There we go. We got those two. Yeah, that's true. All Wonder Boy games are cartoony.
Dark Player says she still plays Xbox, so she can give you some Battletoads takes.
Thank ya.
Good. Yeah, what did you think of it, Darker Player, did you say? Have we watched anything this week, Brandy? Oh yeah, we watched a movie called Immortal Beloved yesterday, Tyler. Have you ever heard of that?
It's one of my favorites.
Tyler? Immortal Beloved?
No. Can you not hear me?
Well, I hear you now that you're unmuted.
See,
No,
Dark
I wasn't
Player likes
muted.
to-
I
Nice.
said no.
Well, we
But no, I
couldn't
haven't
hear
heard of
yeah.
it.
It's good.
Well, it's from a while back. It stars Gary Oldman as Beethoven, the composer Beethoven.
Sounds boring already.
Oh, that's cold.
It's awesome.
It is a really good historical drama. It basically starts at Beethoven's death, and then this guy who was a friend of his kind of goes around talking to people in his life looking for who he was secretly in love with, the woman he was secretly in love with. And so you get a lot of flashbacks. You know, it's like just basically told out of order because of the investigative nature of it in the flashbacks. And then there's a bit of a twist at the end. But it's quite sad. It made me tear up a bit. A bit. Oh, Mongbox watched Heathers with her daughter. I haven't seen Heathers since I was like a young teenager, but I remember it was so mean-spirited that I didn't like it very much, although people do like it. Have you seen it, Tyler?
No, I haven't seen Heathers.
And you also
Go ahead.
have you known anyone named Heather at least?
Yeah, I know some people named Heather.
Okay, well then at least you're not all bad, Tyler.
Yeah, not totally Heatherless. See, even Brian's not getting an Xbox at launch, so you know it's in a bad state.
Well, Brian barely plays his existing one. Like he just wants to play everything on PC nowadays.
Well, he's getting a PlayStation 5 first, so it's in a
wow.
bad state.
Boo.
And I mean, he's right, because every Xbox exclusive is going to be on PC anyway, and if he has a high-powered PC, why would you even bother with an Xbox Series X?
I don't want to play too many games on PC. You know, like I've been playing the PC version of EDF because it let me play with Icky, and it does run better than the PlayStation 4 version by a large margin. But I mostly want to play on my consoles. You know, I like how they operate and just all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you don't have a $3,000 PC like Brian.
True. If I put like $1 million into my PC, I probably would play it more. But I mean, not that I haven't put some serious money into it, and our good friend Perfect Zero also put some serious money into my PC, so that's much appreciated.
I watched the 2 new seasons of Curb Your Enthusiasm that I hadn't seen.
How new are we talking about?
Well, I mean, I think one was 2017, and then one was either 2019 or 2020. So pretty new.
I didn't realize they were still making it. Just every now and then they make a new one.
He took like a 4 or 5 year break, and then he came back. Maybe it was like 2017 and 2019. I can't remember, but like, yeah, it took a few years, and then he's come back with 2 new seasons within the last few years.
And are you telling me that unlike Arrested Development, the new seasons maintain the proper quality level?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're not the best, although season 9 was pretty good. Did the second half of Arrested Development season 5 ever even come out?
I think so. I
I
think
need,
it,
I need to check. I guess I can check on
Let's go with
Netflix app real quick.
yeah, I mean, even I lost somewhat interest. You know, even though I thought the newer stuff was better than, like, when they remixed those episodes, and then they made some new
Oh,
ones.
I didn't watch the remix, but season 4 was so bad that it was like even a remix couldn't do anything for me. But season 5 was pretty good.
The problem with season 4 was they couldn't have any of the same actors together, so
Right.
everyone's just off on these little adventures, and you don't necessarily care about them.
Yeah, and it doesn't work because they were only funny with each other.
Yeah,
right?
bouncing off each other.
So they did release the second half of it. I guess I should watch it.
Yeah,
I know that
I should too.
the guy, the dad or whatever, isn't a very good guy, I guess. And
In real life, yeah.
yeah,
That's one reason why they might not ever make new episodes, or if they did, they would have to leave
right.
them
I don't
out.
think they will, but they did release the second half, which is good at least. So
The dad, wasn't he in some kind of movies, like Men in Black? It's not Men in Black, but he was in some kind of... Oh, Hellboy, isn't he from... Is he the guy from the first Hellboy movie? Or am I...
I've seen Hellboy.
You haven't seen Hellboy? It's pretty good.
Oh crap.
The original one, that is. The remake...
Yeah, I
is
heard it.
less
I heard it's good with Ron Perlman or whatever.
Yeah, Ron Perlman is
Yeah,
great
no,
in it.
I'm sure it's pretty good. I just haven't seen it for whatever random reason. I like Hellboy.
Nice.
He looks
Yeah,
cool.
he does, and it stands apart from superhero movies. You know, like Hellboy is a bit of a superhero, but mostly not. So people who think hero stuff is too samey might still get something out of it.
A lot of people have watched the new season of Umbrella Academy, but I haven't watched it.
Man, neither
haven't
have I.
watched it yet.
Yeah, Brandy is wanting to watch the new season, but I didn't finish the first season, so that's a problem.
First
Yeah.
season was okay. It's not great, but it's okay.
It's
I started watching High Score Girl. Brandy and I did. We're 3 episodes into it. That's the show Icky and Perfect Zero have been trying to get me to watch for years.
Sounds like an icky show.
Yeah, you know, it's a computer-generated anime, or like the characters are computer-generated and the backgrounds are hand-painted. And it's set in the 90s, and it's about this teenager. He lives for games, so he's like a gaming dork who has very few friends or anything. And he goes to the arcade and plays Street Fighter 2, and like it has tons of games from that era. Like it really captures what it would be like to have been a Japanese gamer of that era. You know, like he's got the Japanese turbo graphics at home, the PC Engine, and he likes that better than the Super Nintendo. And just it's really neat. Like they use real footage from all these classic games, and it's written around that. But it's called High Score Girl because he meets a girl who never talks, which is weird, but she plays games just as seriously as he does, and they have a connection even though they're such weird people. You know you can just move up or down to avoid that attack.
no,
right?
I was.
It shows.
Yeah, I was. It's just these things are level 20 and we're 13.
Why did we come in here then?
Look at. I've been trying to tell you that.
Well, the problem is we actually got Tyler talking. We have to take advantage of it.
I know, but I've been trying to tell you that.
It's like pulling teeth with you, Tyler.
You're getting him. He's like 1/6 of the way down.
He's 1/3 of the way down.
And also have about half the hit points you do, so...
Yeah, is that because of armor?
Yes, it's because of armor and...
Come over here. I'm healing. You see the circle around me? Mm-hmm. Gotta be around it to get it.
But when the enemy only has one attack, he's not too tough to handle, even if he's level 99.
You think so? Well, it's just sometimes you roll away and you still get hit. Like, I guess the timing on it's a little tricky. Ah! But I agree, it's not that bad. We've almost got him. Yay, we got him. Let's do that. So we're going to finish this dungeon, and then we'll call it quits, everybody. If you could stick around with us until then, we would appreciate it. Don't let these guys all be that tough. Ah! Man, I got no mana. Do you like to say mana or mana, Tyler? Some people say mana.
I say
said mana.
I say mana.
You have to think about it.
Yeah, because I say them both.
Ah!
Really? I think I was trying to heal you.
But I think
Well,
I try to say man.
accidentally rolled on some spikes.
Yeah, don't do that.
Spikes are bad.
They are pretty bad.
Pretty bad for your health. Just
Remember when I streamed Ori? I got real sick of those spikes.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember.
Playtesters didn't appreciate that.
You're almost dead. Or you're not almost dead, but you're almost gone.
Ori's cool. Ori 2 should come to PlayStation.
There you go.
You know, I'm really surprised that Microsoft didn't have a permanent exclusivity agreement on Cuphead, because, like, that's not
Yeah,
very
me too. Like, I don't... Like, they specifically said it would never come to PlayStation, and then it came to PlayStation, which is
Yeah.
weird.
You think there's some kind of, like, goal it failed to meet or something, so they let it go?
I don't think so, because it was really popular. Like, they even have all sorts of Cuphead toys out there. Well, they did. I mean, like, the Cuphead trend is over, but for a
Vinyl
while they were able
records.
to monetize it quite a bit.
They were, you're right. There's some good merchandise. And there's a book you can get with the beautiful artwork in it.
Yeah.
Get up, get up! This is no time for a nap. You collect the crystal. So I guess we haven't talked about Cat Quest 2 that much, but as you can see, we are having quite a good time with it. Here, why don't you put that on? That's probably better than what you've got. There you go. Does it tell you, like, when you... I don't think when you highlight something it... Oh, no, +3 on something. And -9 on attack power. So maybe not. You're sure that's what gave me so much life? I don't know.
You may just have more life.
Well, I mean, there needs to be some kind of reason for it. They wouldn't... This isn't the kind of game where they would make one place be
They said
way
that
weaker.
chest was open.
What? Oh,
The big monster chest.
inside of it?
Yep. But we may not have to kill things again, so it may not be worth it. Yeah.
Let's just go out. We can do that later. Okay, well. Well, I mean, exclusives seem to mean something. It sure has gotten Sony a lot of fans, wouldn't you say, Tyler?
Yeah, exclusives are still a big deal. They're not
Yeah,
they're not like a huge deal. Like, they don't... I mean, they sell really well, and they help sell consoles. They're not as big as Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed or things like that, but they're still a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and why do you think so many people buy the Switch? They buy it for the Nintendo exclusives.
Yeah, Switch is probably even an even better example.
So I know Microsoft is like downplaying exclusives, but they're only doing
Yeah,
that
they
because
are.
they don't have enough strong ones. And it's frustrating.
True.
Like Halo getting pushed back till next year is going to be so bad for the sex.
That's
this
such
year.
I mean, it must not have been in any sort of shape. Like, it's too bad they didn't, like... Maybe they should have put everyone on the single player and, like, release a single player
Yes.
in November. And then release the multiplayer, like, in February, obviously, for free for everyone who bought the single player.
Yeah, because you can then sell
But yeah,
battle passes and crap.
something like that. Something to be like, oh yeah, I need an Xbox One for this game. Because there's not a game like that anymore.
I agree, and they haven't announced. They didn't announce a new Forza, did they? Or for this fall, did they announce the new Forza?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't follow them as closely as I used to.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's a shame.
I don't think
So,
console. It's weird. Like, why make a console if you're not worried about your console sales? Like what Icky says. And I don't. And maybe they're not worried about how well the console sells. But then just make the games.
Yeah, you could be a multi-platform developer if you're gonna
Yep.
do things that way. It is strange. Is Microsoft gonna go the way of Sega? I hope not. But I mean, Microsoft needs to get better performance out of its first-party studios. But who knows? Obviously, the Playground Games and Turn 10 can make a good racing game, but the new IBM, yeah, I just don't know why they would be that way. But anyway, we better go ahead and wrap things up. It sure has been good hanging out with everybody. Thank you for your patience. I know we had a lot of technical problems today. Next week we'll have our overlays and stuff restored. You know, it's a shame. I don't like not having them on, but that's just how we had to be. Yeah, that's true.
Brian makes a good point that they're like a lot of those studios are 3 years away from having a really high quality game. So if they are working on them, they're still a ways away.
I was just so sure that Don Matrick really bungled the pre-launch and launch of the Xbox One, right? And then they kicked him out, and Phil Spencer came in. Phil Spencer understood that they need exclusives, so I just figured he would have had them all in like a bunch of exclusives in development that would be ready for the launch of the next gen. I figured they would say, look, we can't turn the regular bone around, but we'll get everything ready for the next gen, and then we'll really be ready. And they're not gonna. It looks like they're not quite coming out swinging the way they should. Like, I'm excited for the sex, but again, you just gotta have more big hot games. Not like a bunch of cool games that are cool, but they're not. They need to be at that level of hotness that people will buy the system for it.
Yep.
So that's a shame.
100%. They're behind the ball a little bit more than we'd expect them to be.
Yeah,
Post-Spencer era, post the start of the Spencer era.
Yeah, like maybe somebody's fighting him or something, but he really seemed to understand general gaming needs, so I'm just really surprised. But, perhaps there will be some more games that pop out this year that we weren't expecting to arrive this year. We'll just have to see. Is the medium exclusive? That's a good question, Icky. Yeah, all these games are fun to talk about, but we do need to go ahead and wrap up the stream. We've been playing Cat Quest 2 from PQUBE. It is quite fun. It's on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Switch, Steam, maybe even mobile. I'm not sure because part 1's on mobile. And there's like a limited edition physical copy you can get for Switch and maybe PS4.
Yeah, they're hard to find now. They're actually short print runs and hard to find. They're rather expensive.
Gotcha. So you could pay a ton more to have your physical copy that you can rub on your face and back, or you can just buy it for an affordable price digitally. That's what I would do. Some people are weird though. So it is really good. It's got the local co-op, which I quite enjoyed, but also I thought the first game, which was only one player, was pretty good too. So even if you don't have somebody to play with, I do recommend you try it. Tyler, thanks for co-hosting tonight.
Yep, happy to be here.
Brandy, thank you for playing along with me.
You're welcome.
Icky, thanks for running the contest like a boss as always. Brian, thank you for your technical help. We'd love to have you on mic more often. Thank all of you guys for watching. Remember, don't hate, appreciate.
See you guys.